I thought we would take a look at for our part 3 of our e-learning lessons was a really cool app that kind of comes with Google, and it's called Google Meets. And how Google Meet works is it's like a virtual it's a virtual meet where you could set it up in your classroom to where the kids on their e-learning day say you're going to post, okay, I'm going to be available from 11 to 11:30. We're going to have a meet. Come in and join. If you have any questions, you can see my presentation or how I'm going to do my lesson, and they can be there for the day. So, it could be from 11 to 11:30. It could be then maybe you want to schedule from 1 to 1:30. So, and it makes a really nice way that how you can do a virtual lesson. So let's go ahead and take a look on how this is and how you set this up. So if you take a look at the drive, so here we're in our drive, if you go to your waffle, you click on this waffle here, and you're going to see the Meet here. It's also called Hangouts, but it falls under Hangouts. It's called Google Hangouts Meet, and there's your Meet. You click on this, and you can see where your shows up. You can join, or you can start a meeting. And how you can just start a meeting is very simple. You can press the plus button, say you enter your code, maybe we're going to call it eLearning. Okay, so we continue. So then you're going to join this eLearning. So basically what this is you are starting your meeting. And you called it eLearning. So you could have sent this out to your students, or you can also send it out to whoever you want. So here's where, obviously there's me, and then what you can do is you can click on, so if you're coming in, you're just going to join meeting. Okay? And so now you can invite people that you want. Okay? You can copy this information because this is the information, the link that they can use to get to your meeting. So there's all kinds of different things that you can do with that. So then you can, when you want to add people, maybe when we want to add, you can invite them by just putting their email in. Maybe I want to invite Jake, so I could write down Jake Cowhorn. I could just put his email down, so it'd be, see, there'd be Jake would come up. I could click on him, invite him. So we would click his name would come up here. Maybe Jason Fleming would want to be in here. And then I just press invite, and that sends them the invite. And then they can click in also. So Brad Haig, if I wanted to. So you can invite people to your meet. Okay. You can have closed captions. And this is all on your screen that you would see when you start this. So you can have your closed captions if you would like. You can show who's present. And you'll have a whole line of people right here. Obviously, there's nobody else in here. We can run comments on there. So we could, if you wanted to have, you're chatting with somebody and somebody asks you a question, they can ask a question, and then you can see by the comments, you could see where they would come up with their comments. So that is how you can do this. So now maybe you just wanted to schedule one. So let's take a look on how you can schedule it. So I can exit out of this. You can go to your calendar. And on your calendar, you can click Create. And on Create, you can actually set up a conference by going to More Options. And then you can see here where you have Add Conferencing. Click on your Hangouts Meets. Remember, Hangouts like the umbrella. And there you go. So it'll give them all the information that they need, and you'll just, when you set this and save it, you can go ahead and have your Hangouts all set up, and they'll just click on that link, and it'll bring them right to the Hangouts that you set up, or your Meet, excuse me. So it's a really cool tool. There is some downsides to it. One of the downsides, it does not record, so it's a one-time deal. So that's a downside. But I think you could use this not only for your classroom on e-learning days, you can also use them if you are absent or you're away from the class and you want to be part of the class. You can do that also. We have used it, Jake and I have used this for PD on one of our e-learning days last year. We actually had and showed teachers and administrators on how to use Google Meet. So I think there's a lot of ways you could use this. I think administrators, you could use this as virtual staff meetings. You know, you might have a couple staff members that couldn't make it to a meeting, but if you made a Google Meet, you could run it that way and still be involved. The teacher could still be involved in the meeting. Another cool thing you can also do with Google Meet is you can show them your documents. And so I just think it really helps. I think it could really help e-learning. It can also help you in your class, especially sometimes where the kids might not understand. But more importantly, as adults, you can have a meeting. You could have a PLC. A couple science teachers could have a PLC, and they don't even have to be in the same building. They could just chat through this way. But remember, you can go to your waffle, scroll down, and there's Meet. And then also in your calendar, it'll show up as conferencing. So I hope you've enjoyed this. It's called Google Meet. I think it could really help you with your e-learning days. It could also help maybe set up some virtual meetings. But I think it could be a useful tool that is available, and it is free. Right. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have a great weekend.